Hi, gorgeous. Are you ready for some quality time together? Me too. Let's get our whole body moving. This is ideal for beginners. And don't worry, I've got some expert tips for you at the end. If you want to support my channel, please consider hitting that like, share, and/or subscribe button. Thank you very much. I know time is precious, so let's get to it. Laying down on your back with your legs in tabletop position, hands down at your sides. Engage in your abs, pull navel to spine, and feel your lower back imprint into the mat. Keeping your lower back on the mat the whole time, you're gonna go into the toe taps. Make sure that you're breathing. Try to keep your shoulders relaxed and the back of your neck long. The further away your feet land from the booty, the harder it is, so you do want to decide for yourself what works best for you. You should feel this nice and low in the belly, working the deep abdominals and the psoas. It should not feel like a thigh exercise. If it does, you want to stop and rest. It means that your core has checked out. And that's fine. It's always good to rest if you need to. If you want more of a challenge, you can switch to your heels. Check your shoulders, check your breath. Make sure you're feeling it nice and low and deep in the belly. Remember, if you feel your thighs, you want to stop and rest. If you feel any low back pain, you want to stop and rest. I'm just gonna do a few more. I can tell my thighs are gonna start to kick in soon. And that's it. Bring your knees into your chest and just gently rock your lower back. Nicely done. We're gonna go into double knee folds. Your legs are in tabletop position. You wanna squeeze your legs together so you feel your inner thigh booty deep ab connection on. If you want a tool to help you with that, you can place a towel in between your knees and squeeze the towel until you feel the inner thigh booty deep ab connection turn on. Hands are down at your sides. So you're going to exhale and lower your legs down toward the floor as far as you can without your lower back coming up off of the mat. And then using your deep abs and your psoas muscle, you're gonna bring the legs back to your home base position and repeat that. Squeeze, lower the legs down, and then bring them back up using the abs and repeating that. Make sure your lower back is imprinting into the mat. Try to keep your shoulders nice and open and the back of your neck long. Now, if it starts to feel like a thigh exercise, you want to stop and rest. You really should feel this in the powerhouse of your body, the inner thighs, the booty, and the deep abs. Check that you're breathing. You do want to feel your booty engage as the legs go down. Don't be shy with the breath. Push the air out, engage the abs, navel to spine. If you're really tapping into this, you shouldn't do too many. It should really be, kicking your ass. I mean, I'm feeling it. I'm feeling the heat. My internal furnace is going. Are you feeling the heat? Oh my goodness, please tell me you're feeling the heat, that I'm not the only one. I'm just gonna do a few more. I can tell my thighs are gonna wanna take over soon. Keep squeezing the legs, inner thigh, booty, deep ab connection on. If you're resting, that's absolutely fine. Do what feels right and safe for you. So important to honor where your body's at, right? Woo. I'm just gonna do a couple more. I'm feeling it. Last one. Excellent. Okay, take the towel away if you have one. Bring your knees into your chest and just gently rock your lower back. Nicely done. Laying down on your side, supporting your head with the pillow, check to see that your head is in line with your shoulders and your pelvis, your hips are stacked and your knees are stacked. Engage in your abs, feel space being created between your waistline and the mat. You're going to turn in your top leg and flex the foot. From here, you're going to extend your leg back behind you, feeling the glute max turn on, lots of lift in your abdominals and then coming back to your home base position and repeating that. You can use your free hand for support if you want to, no problem. Check to see that you're breathing and not clenching your teeth. I already feel my booty burning. So if you're really tapping into this exercise, you're gonna feel that booty burn quickly. You also want to check to see if your head is really heavy on the pillow. You want to make sure that you're not stressing out your neck, working your neck too much. Feeling that booty burn, using your breath. You do want to feel your glute working more than your hamstring. If you're feeling your hamstring taking over, you want to stop and rest. That's fine. You can always join back in. This really is a glute exercise. So you do want to check that your glute is working the most. I am really feeling the burn. I'm just going to do a few more because I'm on fire. You got this. Let's just do a couple more. Check to see that your abs are working. Last one. All right, excellent. Let's switch sides. All right, checking your setup. Head should be in line with your shoulders and your pelvis, hips stacked, knees stacked. Engage in the abs, create space between your waistline and the mat. Internally rotate that top leg, flex the foot, reach through the heel, extend the leg out as far as you can, really feeling your glute fire up, and then come back to home base and repeat. You do want to feel that booty fire up right away. Use your breath, keep your abs engaged. Check to see if your head is really heavy on the pillow, that you're not straining and working your neck muscles too much. Keeping the belly working, keep space between your waistline and the mat. Check to see if the bottom leg is staying nice and relaxed. It may want to grip and hold on. So see if you can relax that bottom leg, really fire up the glute of the moving leg and work your abs. Wow, my booty's on fire. Are you feeling it? Is your booty on fire? Ooh, oh my goodness. Wow, I am feeling it. You got this. You can always rest if you want to. That's absolutely fine. Do what feels good for you. It's so important to honor where your body is at. Oh my goodness, I'm just gonna do a few more because my booty is on fire. Woo. All right, 2 more. Wow, last one. You got this. Excellent, go ahead and rest. Okay, from there, we're gonna stretch out the glutes. So lay down on your back, cross your right leg over the left, pull into your chest, shift your knees over to your left a little bit. You're gonna feel the stretch get into the right glute, that's what you want. And then on your exhale, just gently try to pull your knees in closer to your chest, keeping your head really heavy on the pillow. Check to see that you're breathing. Should feel like a good stretch. And then switching sides, left knee over the right, pulling into your chest, shifting your knees over to your right so you feel it get into your left glute. It's important to stretch the glutes out after you work them because tight glutes can lock up your hips and then tight hips can lock up your lower back, and it's just a chain effect it's not comfortable. So stretching out the glutes after working them is always a good idea to keep the muscles long and supple. Excellent, and that's it. Nicely done. Using a pillow to support your head. Check to see that your head is in line with your shoulders and your pelvis. Your hips are stacked, your knees are stacked. So you're going to inhale and bring your arm up. And then on your exhale, you're gonna rotate, look in the direction of your rotation. Rotate as far as you can, keeping your knees still. So don't let your knees move. So you're only rotating in your spine and your waist. And then when you can't rotate any further, engage in your abs to come back to home base and repeat that. So bringing the arm up, and then on the exhale, rotating. Try to rotate just a little bit further this time. Remember to keep your knees still. Use your abs to come back to home base. And then let's go again. Bringing the arm up, and then exhale, rotate. This should feel good. It should feel really nice on the spine. A nice rotational stretch. You may feel a slight stretch across your chest as well. That's good. Use your abs to come back to home base to protect your back. And let's go a couple more times. Bringing the arm up, exhale, rotate. Trying to rotate a little bit further this time. Keep your knees still. Check to see if you're clenching your teeth or holding your breath. You want to breathe through the stretch. One more time for this side. Should feel good. Really savor the stretch. So good for the body to stretch. And then use your abs to come out of it. All right, and then let's switch sides. Again, checking to see that your head is in line with your shoulders and your pelvis. Your hips are stacked, your knees are stacked. Inhaling, bringing your arm up, and then on the exhale, rotating, looking in the direction of your rotation. Rotating as far as you can without your knees moving. Check that you're breathing. And then use your abs, come back to home base and repeat. Bringing the arm up and then exhaling into the stretch. Trying to stretch a little bit more, working that rotation a little bit more. You may feel that chest stretch, that's good. Use the abs to come back to home base and repeating. Should feel good. Savor the stretch. Let's do it a couple more times. It's so good to stretch, keeping your muscles long and supple, helping them to move more optimally. One more time. It also helps to keep the joints moving optimally, helps with your range of motion. So good, feels good. Excellent, nicely done. On your belly with your hands in line with your shoulders, legs together. Squeeze your legs together, lift your belly button up off the mat, engage the abs. Gently stitch your shoulder blades together. So you should feel active in your lower body, in your abs, even though you're not moving yet. You're going to inhale and go into an extension of the spine as far up as you feel safe. And then on your exhale, coming down nice and slow, working your triceps and your upper back. And you're gonna repeat that. Inhale, coming up. Try to keep your shoulders away from your ears. Exhale down. You shouldn't feel any pressure in your low back. Make sure that you're extending the spine only as far as you feel safe. You want to feel your glutes and abs working for you. Inhale, coming up. Exhale down. I am already feeling my triceps. Are you feeling your triceps? Mine are already starting to burn. Try to move with your breath. Wow, triceps on fire. Really anchor down into your hands. Try to keep your head in line with your spine. You can always rest if you need to. That's absolutely fine. So important to honor where your body is at. Check to see that both arms are working evenly. Let's just do a few more. Wow. I am feeling my triceps. I am feeling the heat. My internal furnace is going. Are you feeling the heat? One more time. Nicely done. From there, go into a child's pose to stretch out the spine in the opposite direction, pressing your booty down toward your heels, breathing into the back and side of your ribs. Excellent. Nicely done. You're going to be sitting with your right leg in front, your left leg behind. If this position isn't comfortable for you, you're welcome to sit with your knees closer together. That's absolutely fine. I'm going to go back into that first position. And from here, we're going to side bend over to the right, trying to drop the left booty cheek down toward the mat, keeping your chest facing forward. Breathing into the side of your ribs. And then pushing off of the right forearm, side bending over to your left. Again, keeping your chest facing forward. Be careful of the chest wanting to collapse down toward the floor. You want to feel this all along the side of your spine and back. Breathing into the back and side of your ribs. It should feel good. And then again, going back over to the right, dropping that left butt cheek down toward the mat, really reaching out your left fingertips. Checking to see that you're breathing, trying to deepen into the stretch with each exhale. Trying to keep your right shoulder away from your ear. And then pushing off the right forearm and side bending over to the left. Keeping your chest facing forward. Should feel good. Really savoring that side bend. I love it. Feels so good. And then we'll switch sides. Sitting in the position that feels most comfortable for you. Going into that side bend over to the left, dropping the right booty cheek down toward the mat. Just really savoring that stretch and just trying to deepen into the stretch with each exhale. It should feel good. And then pushing off of your left forearm, side bending over to your right, checking to see if your chest is facing forward. Breathing into the side of your ribs. And then again, back over to the right, to the left. Dropping that right butt cheek down toward the mat to increase the stretch in your lower back. And then pushing off of your left forearm, side bending over to your right. Gently increasing the stretch with each breath. Excellent, coming out of it. Nicely done. Let's come into corpse pose and let's take 3 deep breaths to activate our parasympathetic nervous system. We're gonna inhale through the nose, hold our breath for a couple of counts at the top, and then exhale out the mouth longer than the inhale. Here we go. Nicely done. How are you feeling after doing that routine? I feel so much more grounded, more calm, yet I feel energized and really lifted in my body and open in the chest. It feels really good. I hope you feel as good as I do. As I promised, here are some tips to help you with all of the exercises. For the prancing, make sure that your lower back stays imprinted on the mat the entire time. You only want to lower the legs down as far as you can without losing that lower back connection with the mat. This way you know you're working your abs rather than your lower back. Think about the back of your ribs also staying connected on the mat so that you're not flaring through the ribs. This will help keep your rectus abs and obliques engaged, just making better use of the powerhouse in general. For the double knee fold, you want to make sure that you're feeling your inner thigh booty deep ab connection on before you even move the legs. Only move the legs as far down as you can without losing your lower back connection with the mat. This way you know you're using your abs and not your lower back. You shouldn't feel any strain in your lower back. If you notice that the front of your thighs are working more than your abs, you want to stop and rest. It is not a thigh exercise. It is a core exercise. So check in and make sure you're really feeling the powerhouse working. For the glute med max, check to see that your head is in line with your shoulders and your pelvis and that your hips are stacked and your knees are stacked. Do as many as you can until your hamstrings want to take over. The glute should be the dominant muscle that you feel working. The hamstring is working synergistically with the glute, but you definitely want to feel that glute dominating the movement. If you notice that your hamstrings are working more than your booty, you want to stop and rest. If you notice that one side feels weaker than the other, I suggest that you do more reps for the weaker side so that you can balance out your body. Remember to keep your belly engaged, thinking navel to spine, lots of space between your waistline and the mat. This way you don't compress your lower back. For the side lying torso twist, you want to keep your pelvis and knees still. Only rotate as far as you can without the lower body moving. This movement is really coming from your waistline and the spine so that you're improving the rotation of your spine, right? The mobility of your spine. If you move the pelvis and move the knees, you're cheating that specific intention of trying to increase your mobility. Check to see that the arm that's moving with the rotation is not winging, meaning that you feel the arm in connection with your upper back, with the shoulder blade area. You shouldn't feel any strain in your armpit or neck. If you notice that one side feels tighter than the other, stretch more for your tighter side to balance out the body. For the swan, you want to feel like it's a whole body exercise. Your legs should be isometrically contracted, meaning they're working even though they're not moving. You should feel the inner thigh booty deep ab connection on at all times. Try to keep your shoulder blades very still so you're really working the upper back and the arms. Only extend the spine as far as you feel safe. You shouldn't feel like you're compressing your lower back at all. For the mermaid, really reach out the fingertips of the side you're stretching so you get that nice stretch by the shoulder all down the side of the back and into the lower back. Remember to keep your chest facing forward. And if you notice that one side feels tighter than the other, stretch longer for your tighter side. Remember, consistency is key. Try to do this routine 4 times a week while mastering the movement. This is important. Always think quality over quantity. Focus on maintaining good form. This is what is going to build a strong foundation so that you have a sustainable, healthy workout lifestyle. Short on time? No problem. You can access part 1 through 6 in the description below. They'll be there waiting for you whenever you're ready, and I will meet you there. Keep up the good work, and I'll see you soon. Are you ready for exclusive content, early access to content, and other perks? Join us on Patreon. Click on the link in the description of this post for more. Special shout out to my Vital 7 stars. Thank you for making this video possible.